I was one of thousands, all waiting for our journey to begin. My first home was a velvet-lined bag in a bank, surrounded by others like me. Soon, I was poured onto a counter, scooped up, and placed into a small purse. My journey had started. I was exchanged for a loaf of bread, then a single flower for a tearful young woman, then dropped into a church collection plate. Each time I changed hands, I became part of someone's story, a moment of need, a gesture of love, an act of faith. I was small, but I was making a difference. Not every pocket was pleasant. Sometimes I was tossed into a jar and forgotten. In those quiet moments I wondered, was I made for more than this? The silence made me question my purpose. But even in the darkness I was still a coin, still stamped with value. My journey was just beginning and every exchange was a new chapter. Even when forgotten, I was part of the world's great exchange. My worth didn't change, even when I was unseen. That's the lesson my teacher wanted us to learn. Even the smallest coin has a story, and so do you. Life in a pocket can be lonely. Pressed between a crumpled receipt and a piece of lint, forgotten. You're carried along in someone else's journey, but never truly seen. I remember being in the pocket of a busy businessman, just loose change in a life of big deals. Days turned into weeks in that darkness, my shine fading, my purpose forgotten. The loneliness was heavy, making me question my worth. Then, one day, everything changed. The businessman reached for his keys and I tumbled out, landing on the pavement. He didn't notice, he just kept walking. I was left behind, stepped on, ignored. For the first time, I wasn't just forgotten. I was lost. And I had never felt smaller, but even on the ground, my story wasn't over. Sometimes being lost is just the start of being found. Lying on the sidewalk I saw others, crisp banknotes, gleaming gold coins, handled with care and respect. Compared to them I felt ordinary, insignificant. Who would search for a lost shilling? The trap of comparison is real. We see others shine and question our own worth. We forget our unique purpose, believing our value depends on how we measure up. This lie steals our joy and blinds us to our own value. People rushed by, never noticing me. The rain washed over me, dirt settling into my grooves. Comparison convinced me I was less valuable. I forgot the promise I was stamped with at my creation. But value isn't about being the brightest or the biggest. It's about being true to your purpose. Even a small coin has a role to play, and so do you. So do. Just when I'd given up hope, a little girl found me. To her, I was a treasure, a lucky coin. She cleaned me off, and for the first time in ages, I felt seen. She used me to buy a sweet for a friend, dropped me in a street musician's hat, traded me for a ribbon. With every exchange I learned, my value wasn't diminished by where I'd been. The dirt and scratches didn't change the fact that I was still a shilling. My worth was constant even when my circumstances were not. The journey taught me resilience. My nicks and scratches became proof of a life lived, not signs of weakness. My purpose was to keep moving, to be used, to be part of stories. Staying safe and shiny would have meant being useless. It's in the giving and receiving that we find our purpose. Life isn't about staying perfect. It's about being used for what you were made for. Even if it means getting a little scratched along the way. That's where true value is found. Through all my travels, one thing never changed. The stamp pressed into me at creation. My worth wasn't earned or given by others. It was intrinsic, permanent. Your value, like the stamp on that coin, was given to you by your creator. It's not assigned by your job, your friends, or your family. It's not measured by success or failure. Your worth was established before you ever entered this world. Circumstances may try to tell you otherwise. You may feel overlooked or tarnished by life, but none of that can change the truth of who you are. Your value is not based on how the world treats you, but on who made you. When doubt and comparison whisper, remember the coin. Your value is in your identity, not your performance. Rest in the knowledge that you are seen, known, and cherished. Your worth is settled, a fact, not a feeling. Look at an old coin, nicks, scratches, worn edges. Those marks aren't blemishes, they're badges of honor. They prove a life of purpose, a journey of significance. Your scars tell a story too. They're not signs of brokenness, but of resilience. Don't hide your scars or chase perfection. Authenticity is what's real. Your imperfections make you relatable and human. When you embrace your story, scars and all, you give others courage to do the same. Healing is possible, and beauty can be found in broken places. Remember, your marks don't diminish your value, they enhance it. They show you've been in the game of life, not just sitting on the sidelines. Your creator can use your scars to create something beautiful. Sometimes your greatest wounds become your greatest strengths. The story of the one-shilling coin doesn't end. Its journey is never truly over. As long as it exists, it can be found, used, and become part of another story. The same is true for you. Your journey isn't over. Your story is still being written. You may feel lost or overlooked, but this is just a scene, not the whole book. Your value is intact, your purpose waiting to be fulfilled. The best chapters may be yet to come. Hold on to hope. It's the anchor for your soul. Your current circumstances don't define your destiny. Movement will come again. A new chapter will begin. You are still in circulation, even when you feel still. See yourself as that coin, stamped with unchanging value. Embrace your scars, and look forward with hope. Your purpose is great, even if you feel small. Your story matters, and it's still being beautifully written.